Boom, we're back, and today we have Nogi, and we also have a new person on the channel. His name is Derek, and for Derek's challenge today, he's going to be squaring off against the real BBC on the left, blue belt Chris. Don't forget that if you want awesome gear, use my link in the description so you can get gear from xmartial.com and look very stylish like me. I just got new gear that you guys will get to see very soon. Now, Derek is a heavyweight state champion wrestler, and he's going to use that technique right now as he goes for a quick outside single leg on Chris to bring him down to the mat immediately, and he's going to start imposing his will on Chris. Derek is not happy that Chris is known as BBC at the gym, so he's going to try and take the title from him. Also, you have to remember it's February, and this gives Derek extra power during the month. Derek is also humongous and very strong despite not even having a belt yet in jiu-jitsu, but he's still going to give BBC everything he has to try and take the title. Now, BBC is trying to avoid Derek's weight because Derek walks around at about 530 pounds. He wants to be able to create enough space so that he doesn't have to have the weight on top of his hips. That means you can use underhooks, butterfly guard, something of that nature. If you're sitting in closed guard like he is right now, that's going to add a lot of pressure to you, especially when Derek is pushing down on the hips. Derek knows that because he doesn't have a huge submission game, he needs to impose a lot of his weight to help him out. He can definitely tap someone out with just his weight alone. Derek also has a few MMA fights under his belt, so he's fine sitting in closed guard, but Chris is going to quickly go for a triangle as he was able to stuff the wrist. This is a nice triangle attempt, but Derek has better posture. Derek is also humongous, so he easily is able to escape this triangle, and as he escapes the triangle, he shrugs the legs and he's going to pass right into side control. Chris is turning away because he does not want to expose himself to Derek. I'm going to be honest, however, if I'm going against Derek, I do not want to be in the wrestling right position. I would rather sit in guard versus have him riding me with all his wrestling experience. He's able to pull BBC back into side control, and now he's applying a lot of pressure with the bonus head control he has on the neck. BBC's doing a nice job by framing with his underhook, and he's able to get a half guard established. But then he does something questionable by trying to sit up into Derek, and Derek is looking for a crossface. Again, I don't think wrestling with Derek is the right call here if we have jiu-jitsu moves available. Chris is a wrestler himself, so he's not a complete fish on the ground when it comes to wrestling, but it just takes so much effort to do against Derek. Just as I'm talking about BBC's wrestling experience, he goes for a fat man roll. That's when you capture the arm, you roll into them, and then you want them to go over you. And it actually worked pretty nicely on Derek. However, BBC stays low, and by doing this, Derek quickly hits a snap, and then he goes behind Chris to get him back into this wrestling position, so all of that work was for nothing. Chris is very lucky that Derek is still very new to jiu-jitsu because he's looking for a choke and he's going over the arms, and he even tries to put in the wrong hook. This allows Chris to escape this position. Unfortunately, he gets his back taken once again by Derek after the scramble. But BBC isn't done yet. He's going to go for his own switch attempt, but as he does this, Derek pulls him backwards and he puts Chris right into side control, so Chris is not too happy about his current positioning. You have to remember that both of these guys are huge, so Chris has the same gas take as a Hummer. It does not last long at all. He's starting to feel the weight of Derek in this half guard position because Derek is framing against his head. Anytime somebody can frame against your head, it applies a lot of torque on the neck and it doesn't feel too great. So Chris has to get out of here, and he's going to do that by first going for this Kimura. He latches up the Kimura, and then it's going to be tough to pull out because Derek immediately puts it between his legs. However, Chris isn't a blue belt for no reason. He knows that if he wants to get this Kimura out, he has to rotate his hips, and he does just that. Once he has the Kimura out behind the back, the next thing is he has to make it touch the back of Derek's head. He's going to continue to rotate with this Kimura, and he's going to make a nice 90-degree bend with the arm until he's able to get the tap. Even though Chris just won, he's breathing extremely heavily after carrying all the weight of Derek. As Chris tries to refill his Tesla at the gas station, let's do my question of the day. My question is, describe your least favorite rolling partner in the comments below. Not many people like to challenge Derek because he's so big and a great wrestler, but I want to hear in the comments what it's like for you guys and who you don't like to roll with. Make sure to let me know. They go into round 2 and they're both standing, which is great to see, and Chris goes for his own single, but he shot a mile away, and this allowed Derek to easily counter, push against him, and now he's taking the back of Chris. Not a great start for Chris in round 2 here. Now for Derek, it's very easy to take someone down from this position because he just has to push forward with his weight, and then he's going to bring his leg in for an easy trip. It's great to be that size and to get an easy takedown. It's also great for BBC that Derek doesn't know too much jiu-jitsu because he easily could have put his hook in. Instead, Derek is really going to help BBC out by doing a very questionable technique. Derek is going to try and put his second hook in first. He used the far side hook to try and insert it for the back control. Chris is able to peel the heel off easily. Then he's going to run Derek into the dirt as payback for taking him down. He runs him all the way across the mat into side control, and now he's working on top. However, the round is just about to end, and it was a fun roll, and I'm glad somebody decided to roll with Derek because nobody else wants to. Unfortunately for Derek, looks like BBC gets to keep his title. Remember, if you want to get awesome gear, you can use my link in the description below to get gear from xmartial.com and get great rash guards. Thank you to all my current viewers, I appreciate all of you, and I love reading the comments that you guys left yesterday, so if you want to leave some more, feel free to do it, and thank you very much to all my current patrons, I appreciate all the support.